all you need is the 4 aces on top, and the final setup should be 3 aces at the bottom and 1 ace on top, like so. And the way I accomplish this setup for a performance, you don't have to do the shuffle face up. You don't want to. Next, I did a thumb break on the top 3 aces. Then I take the bottom half, put it on top. When I separate it, I had the 3 aces at the bottom and 1 ace remains on top. I shuffle, and then I maintain the 3 aces at the bottom and 1 ace on top. And this is the setup. It can be many other ways. The point is, I do a thumb break on the last ace. Then when I cut the bottom half, notice I retain also the bottom card, only one from the bottom, with the top half. Then I refold half, and which is an ace. At this point I have 2 aces at the bottom from this bottom half, and 1 ace at the bottom and 1 ace on top from this top half. Okay, so from the top half I drop half, and then 1, another half, well actually everything, keeping the top ace, and then the half of this other one. Put a top ace in the middle of this and push it in so you can do the cut. And notice I have the color separation because the setup, it was the black ace at the bottom and on top, and the other 2 red aces all the way at the bottom, or vice versa. So you get the point. And I'm gonna do it once again now with our 4 aces face up. Hopefully it gets easier to understand. And I have 2 of any colors in the middles and the other ones outside. And this is what I did. I did an extra shuffle. You don't need to refold the top so you don't show it. Just drop everything and keep shuffling at a good rhythm. And then I do it again face down. Oh, before I do it again face down, I do a thumb break on the top 3 aces. And this is from my perspective on the top 3 aces, or any other 4 of the kind. Then I move the bottom half to the top so I can put those 3 aces at the bottom. And then I give it another shuffle so I can keep those 3 aces at the bottom and 1 ace on top. Then at this point I have the ace of clubs all the way at the bottom. It doesn't matter which one, so you can just follow me better. Notice I'm trying to take the bottom half, and the bottom card should stay with the top half. So this is maybe a little bit of a struggle at the beginning, because I'm trying to take the bottom half and the bottom card should stay with a top half, you see. So for the audience not to notice, you know, you're keeping the bottom card with a top half, you need to swing the hand. I try to separate a little. When I swing, I drop it immediately, the top half with the bottom card, so they don't see any retaining card with this half. So at this point I have 2 aces at the bottom with a bottom half, and with a top half I have 1 ace and at the bottom and 1 on top. So I'm dropping half of the top half, one ace, drop everything, keeping the one ace on top, and drop the half, okay, from this bottom half. The ace goes in the middle and drop everything. Now, oh yeah, and push a little bit inward, so they can lock in better. And the 4 aces. So I'm gonna do it once again from over the shoulder, so hopefully you can understand it better. Okay, so I have the 4 aces on top. I'm trying to do a thumb break. Well, you can actually do a thumb break from the back on the top 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. Do a double cut. That's an easier way, you know. So you can move the top 3 to the bottom and 1 on top. That's the point. But I will explain the way I did the setup very quickly. To obtain the color separation, I tried to keep 2 of the same color in the middle and the other color outside. So I did an extra quick shuffle face up, retaining the 4 aces at the bottom. Then I do a thumb break from my perspective, 1, 2, and 3. Then move the bottom and I transfer the top 3 aces to the bottom half, and I still have one over here. Now the way I shuffle it, notice I keep the 3 aces at the bottom and 1 on top. Then do a thumb break, take the bottom half by keeping the bottom card in the same place. Then when you do this shuffle, the setup for the aces to show up, this is what I'm doing. I try to keep the decks of the halves really close to each other, so they don't really see what I'm trying to do. So I take half, drop 1, drop everything, keep the top, drop half, put the top in the middle, and drop everything just as you see. And you have 2 over here and 2 over here. So the real distance that I'm trying to do it, from the audience perspective, I try not, so they don't see what I'm doing. I try not to do it, you know, really a big spread, so they don't follow me, or they don't follow what I'm doing. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep both halves close together. Drop half. I'm trying to lift it up as much as I can so you can see it better from your perspective. Half, bottom, only 1 card. Everything, half, the top, and that's it. Now for the aces, notice when I have the setup, 3 aces at the bottom and 1 on top, when I retain the bottom, you see how I swing, so I don't flash the retention of the bottom card. This is what I do. I try not to show it too much. You see how I have both halves really close, and the way I prepare it, so from your perspective, it's not really noticeable what I was doing. Just keep it close and the production is going to be quite easy.